Okay, I think we already started the recording. So hi everyone, thanks for joining. So this is the Kubernetes cluster lifecycle cluster API release team meeting of 24 January 2024. We here adhere to CNCF code of conduct, which basically boils down to being respectful and kind to each other. So write down your names in the attending list if you haven't already written. Yeah, we'll check the agenda. So if you don't have any PSA for this meeting in the agenda list. So in the discussion topic, I guess Stefan has added one the link to the improvement task. Stefan, can you quickly open the improvement task? Do you have any open items that anybody would like to take or anything?
Sure. Yeah, so this is just kind of to give people a chance to speak about any help or input they need. I think Willie linked one that we'll get to later, but if there's anything else people want to cover, I did have one in particular that I wanted to take a look at, which is Aditya in this meeting? I don't see them here.
No, not yet.
Okay, I was hoping they would be here because they just commented on this recently, but it looks like Fabrizio has gone through a bunch of our excuse me issues, and I think his concerns are obviously valid of, is it worth implementing things that we don't necessarily have that frequent of use cases for? So feel free to chime in on this issue if you have thoughts. I don't know how often this comes up personally. So yeah, I just wanted to bring this one in particular to people's attention. But yeah, since Aditya is not here, I guess we can just kind of go back and revert and give anybody a chance.
Sorry for joining late. Regarding this issue, sorry, I just joined. Was there something being discussed?
No, not yet. I was about to say, but yeah, go ahead, Aditya.
Yes, so I discussed with Sunat very quickly today, and then I was debugging the response that's coming through the URL post request that's being made for this HTML page. Unfortunately, there is no repo information. It's just a set of, they call it clusters, because these jobs are, they're called clusters in the response. I have linked the places or two links. The first link shows the first link in the first line. Yeah, this one. So this shows exactly where the post request is being made. And when you get the response, this doesn't have any repo information. It just has the name of the job and some data around it. So if we have to change it, we have to change it centrally. So we have to find out what does this, so what other requests can be made, or what other parameters can we give to get a different response, which has the repo name and details. Looks like a bigger task than it is, basically.
Gotcha. Yeah, my only point was Fabrizio mentioning, the trade-offs. Like, is this use case, especially considering the overhead, it seems like from your initial investigation, is it really worth us implementing something that we'll have to kind of maintain going forward?
In my opinion, I also spoke to Fabrizio today. So in my opinion, looking at the effort that you're going to change the request, and once you change the request, because this is a central response and it is being put at several places in this HTML page, you have to test it through so that you don't break anything. So I think we will be, so it's a far fetch. So in my opinion, it's too much at the moment.
I guess Sunat has raised his hand. Sunat, do you want to?
Yeah, yeah. On that note, I wanted to say, like, so the CI team, bug triage team, or maintainers normally use this to create the issue from the like frequent failures, like flakes, I would say we already it will create issue, so we can just copy it and then put it in the correct repo. So in our case, it's cluster API. So I would say like it doesn't worth that much time.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay, that means we can either close this issue, saying that we can it can be taken care by copying and pasting the issue from Kubernetes to cluster API. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's just making sure that we are copying pasting in the right repo, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so that's moving to the next topic. Again, Stephen, following item from previous meeting, like this is regarding CI rule, new CI rule. So is Adir on the call?
Yes, I'm here. I'm not sure what do we need to do with this task? Do I need to just define the like what CI is doing in this CI team is doing in this cycle, or what is the expectation from my side?
Okay, this looks
Or
like you're
it is
loop.
expected to start a discussion here on this GitHub issue.
Stephen, do you
Boss.
Oh, God, then I'm talking. Sorry, I'll let somebody with their hand
No
raised
worries.
first.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Stephen. So historically, the CI team has been doing a lot of stuff. I mean, purely dependent on who was leading it. Earlier, when we started, the CI team would just look at the test grid and the bugs, and they would get assigned to people. The assignment and the triage part was not part of the CI team. But when the maintainers started leading the CI team, they also started doing the bug triage stuff. So the scope of CI team has been expanding and reducing depending on who's leading in every release cycle. So the attempt of or the aim of that issue was to solidify and consolidate the scope of CI team and members of Capi release team, as in what do we actually do. And while we were trying to solidify that, I think around last November or something, Jack suggested that we could have another role saying test maintainer and subject matter expert. So he has defined a huge scope, and he was suggesting if we could come up with a new role and their uh, assignment or duties would be specifically to maintaining the test grid, and the bug triage could either be dissolved or have a dedicated team altogether. So that's what he mentioned in the whole of proposal. Uh, I was trying to bounce my ideas on this proposal versus what we did a couple of release cycles ago. But then I think it is better for the CI team and Adil and everyone to just scan through what Jack has proposed and put in our ideas over there.
Okay, so this issue, we have to comment like what we want CI team to do, right? Or it's like, because I thought like this is maintainers' task to decide what would be the task of the CI team. But regarding the dividing the team, I think Sunnat also shared, Sunnat's hand is already raised. You can, I think, talk Sunnat about that, dividing the team.
Yeah, I think we need to clearly and I believe at the beginning this CI team was a really good start like for onboarding like new developers. But now I think it is expected more from us and I believe if it's gonna implement it, then like this experienced people we need in the bug triage team. Probably that experienced people already are maintainers, and I don't know how the structures can be there. Like, this is my just like wild thoughts. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I can comment on the issue and give me my opinion on it. I think that's what expected from me. It seems like I can give my opinion there. But yeah, regarding the dividing of team and creating a bug try team separately, it seems like a good idea. But I heard from Sunna that K8's release team also did the same thing. They divided the CI team into like two parts. But in the end, they ended up combining them again. I think so. I'm not sure. I will share my ideas on the on the GitHub issue. I will share my ideas there.
Okay, that would be great. Tawad, did you raise your hand or forgot to?
Yeah,
Okay.
just so that just to clarify, if I'm not giving out the right summary of that issue, well, it is a suggestion that they wanted to have another team, but it doesn't really. It's not trying to enforce that. Yeah, let's just get a different team. I think the proposal itself overlaps a lot of responsibilities which CI team is doing right now. And I think what Fabrizio meant over there was instead of like with respect to the agenda of this meeting, we had another issue which was tracking, oh, let's just find the CI team scope. But he suggested that, hey, there's already a conversation going on. Why don't we go over there and check it out? And that conversation sort of overlaps on what CI team is currently doing, what is expected out of CI team, and a suggestion to have a new test. The test part of team. So I think there is a huge history and ideas being bounced around already. So it'd be really nice if we all or the concerned people can go through it and just try to absorb this is what is being expected, and probably compare with what is happening with the team historically and right now.
Yep, I will go through it. I will go through it and read it, and I will also discuss it with the team again and give our suggestion there. Yep.
Thanks, Abhay.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Adil. Thanks, Nawaz. Yeah, the next topic is basically from Willie. Willie, would like to share your thoughts on this? It's look like
Yeah,
you
this is
have the PR. Yeah.
yeah, thanks.
So go.
This is just a quick PR announcement that I'm adding like the dependency section to the release notes tool. This is just one of the tasks for the comms team. Basically, I just use the Kubernetes like package that already does this. That's what CabZ uses. So I think that would keep things simple. It just uses the case.io /release/notes package. So yeah, it should be a quick review. It did like add a lot of stuff to the Go mod, so I'm not too sure if that's okay. So I'm wondering, I don't know why that there's so many, but yeah, this is open for review. You guys can also just try it. It prints all the dependencies out. I'm not sure if also I should add like a flag to enable it because it does print a lot. So yeah, just a quick announcement that this is ready for review.
Okay, sounds good. Maybe others can take a look, review that PR. It's look like Fabrizio has mentioned added one comment to maybe give us an idea of basically the preview of release note. What what will what it will be look like after merging this pair. So maybe you might wanted to add a preview of that.
Yeah, I didn't see that comment. I'll go ahead and do that.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Billy. Okay. So we go to the next one. Adil, there are a few updates on Flake. Do you want to
Yes,
share?
yes. So we have 3 flakes right now. 2 of them are coming from all 3 of them are coming from like previous release cycles. So cluster CTL upgrade flake is looking much better now. Previously, it was failing at 3 places. I checked it now. It's only failing at 1 error, and I am looking into it. I tried to reproduce the issue locally, but it's not happening locally. For some reason, I run the test multiple times today. I will go through the logs and try to see why that one failure is happening. I have updated these things in this issue. I think Stefan has already confirmed that those failures are no more. Only 1 failure is remaining. Other than that, this dual stack flake is still going. There's no progress on that right now. I will look into it after this, because this dual stack flake is there since the dual stack was implemented. Like it's been there for a long time. When we implemented the dual stack, this flake has been happening, and this flake is in the conformance test, so it's also not a CAPI test. It's a conformance test that is failing. We have to see why. Probably some configuration is wrong there. And third one is this machine health check. This is a test that is disabled because it's too flaky. I just came to know about it last week. And we have to check why this test is so flaky, and then we have to enable it. Right now it's disabled in our E2E. I need to check this one also, but right now I was focusing on the upgrade test. Cluster CTL upgrade. Yep, that's mostly it.
Let's see if we have few hands raised. Stefan?
Yeah, mine was just a quick comment on this one, and maybe Noaz has his hand raised too, so maybe he wants to talk about this. I just see that you're still assigned to this, so if you're not still working on it, maybe you unassign yourself.
Yep, absolutely. Good idea. Just wanted to share more context on this CAPI dual stack test. So just to provide an history on this, while pairing up with Killian, this bug particularly is quite a nasty one. You can't really figure it out locally when you're running. It's really rare that you hit into the same issue, and even if you hit into the same issue, it doesn't pinpoint that, yeah, this is the error why it's happening. What CAPI is doing in here particularly is trying to rerun the dual stack tests which K8s is running on their end. So what Killian and I had discovered on that pairing session was that probably there is some configuration or the way uh, dual stack clusters are set up is what is probably causing this flake. Um, Earlier there was this upgrade issue which was coinciding with the deal stack one, but now it doesn't seem to be. And now that it is not so bothersome, we just sort of left it. So probably to get started onto it, uh, I think a good place to start would be looking into how we are trying to configure a dual stack cluster when compared to a K8's test, because I think their tests are green on dual stack.
Yes, I think this, yeah, I was also checking the configuration part, like what is wrong there. Also, as Christian also suggested here, that maybe we can get the logs from the conformance container and see a little bit deeper into it. I will check this after this upgrade one. I will try to reproduce this one also. Maybe not reproduce, maybe just like go through the logs and also check the configurations of the other test that is passing. Yeah.
Also, please feel free to unassign me, or I can unassign myself as well.
Yep, sure.
Okay. Thanks for that. If there are no questions or no comments, then we could go to the next final topic. So this is basically from Nawaz. Another pull request. We need to add utility to create Git issues on provider repo. I guess this is completed, or it's still. We see few LTMs in this one.
Yep. So this PR has been finished since quite a while now, but I think Stephen didn't really get a chance to review it per se. But then I have used it, and I think Willie also got a chance to use it. And I think we're just trying to push it beyond the race line now. It's almost there. So if you guys have any bandwidth, please take a look and review it one final time.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay. Yeah. Stefan, if you get a chance to check this out. Okay. This looks good. Nawaz, did you raise your hand or? Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
No. Okay. That brings us to the end of the meeting topics. Do you have any final or any last minute discussion? Yeah, if there is nothing, then we are good to close this call. Just to highlight, we will be having another patch release in maybe 3 weeks from now. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. And yeah, thanks everyone for joining. See you the next one.
Thank you.
Cool, thank
Thank
you.
you, Akshay.